Thank you for tuning in to the Canada Startups video series. In the last few videos, we discussed the importance of business plans, but today, we will review something a bit different, that if used correctly with the business plans, can open doors to more potential for your business. We will discuss pitch deck presentations. A pitch deck is generally a 10 to 15 slide presentation that is created by a business owner to briefly pitch investors, partners, or potential clients into taking action toward the business. This action can vary, but usually it is used to secure business contracts, to obtain funding, to build a partnership, and similar. In this video, we will look at a few of the benefits of having a pitch deck, some of the more common misconceptions, and we'll give you a bit of advice in terms of how to optimize the potential that a pitch deck creates for your business. So, let's get started. Creating a pitch deck presentation is generally done with a goal in mind. The goal, as mentioned, may be to help create a relationship with your business, to find investors, to raise money, and ultimately to get your message across. In most cases, pitch decks are used to seek funding for a business. The benefits of having a pitch deck are great, however, as in most cases, these presentations are created to be visually appealing, showing more graphics, animations, colors, and methods of impressing the viewer in a way that is different from the traditional business plan and plain text model. The more memorable the presentation, the more likely the viewer is to act on the ultimate message that you are pitching. If you have ever watched the TV show Shark Tank, most business owners that come on prepare a pitch to share with the investors. This presentation is what a pitch deck is all about. To make the presentation stand out, to ensure that whatever it is that you are pitching is memorable. The other benefit is that these preparations are quick. Some can be as short as a few minutes, and some can be longer. The goal is to get as much of that crucial info as you want the investors or viewers to know. By doing so, you will briefly summarize your model or your project, going over the key aspects of your business, and showcasing what you want the viewers to be impressed about. Ultimately, all in an effort to solidify their belief in you, so that your pitch can result in what you want. The ultimate goal is whatever you are asking. The purpose for the pitch. The reason why you created this presentation in the first place. Having a pitch deck will ensure that your business stands out, since not everyone takes the time to prepare a pitch deck. Having one will help open doors to other possibilities in terms of how the investors see you. Just like with business plans, or anything else in business really, misconceptions can happen. Pitch decks, while they are not really new, they are fairly new to regular use. So, it's easy to misunderstand what they are really for, who they are for, and how you can benefit from them. Let's review a few of the common misconceptions about pitch decks. First, we hear this all the time: pitch decks are only for investors. Private investors, that is, not for banks, not for government funding agencies. While pitch decks were initially used for investors only, this has since evolved to be the normal and what is acceptable, often in replacement or in combination with your business plan. Many investors or banks don't have time to read hundreds of plans every day, but they do have time for a 5 to 10-minute pitch. Another one would be that pitch decks are only for large companies looking for millions in funding. While many large companies do use the presentation to build relationships, to raise big money, pitch decks are also used by everyday, small business owners looking to get their message across. It is really about what you are pitching than how you are pitching. We hear all the time, "I don't have anything to pitch. My business is brand new." Well, that is the purpose of the pitch deck, to collect the thoughts of your business idea, put it into a pitch, to show your excitement, expectations, and ultimately the goal with your business. This is what sells the investors or funding agencies. A business plan is all that I need. Sure, a business plan you should never be without. But think about it like this. Let's say that a funding agency is reviewing 100 business plans in a month to decide who gets funding. These plans are 50 to 100 pages each. Sadly, the poor guy having to go through all of those plans probably would be giving up midway, but here comes your fancy, visually appealing pitch to interrupt his standard of reading just plain old boring text. You stand out. Chances are, your pitch is the one that is memorable, and now when he sees your plan, he will remember it. Another misconception is that you don't need a pitch. While you technically don't need it, it does help to have one. It is a way to break the ice with many investors, banks, funding agencies, and so on, but it also helps quickly determine if you are a fit or not. Having a pitch is ideal if you are seeking funding. As we come to the end of the video, the one takeaway I would like you to leave with is that a pitch deck is useful for many reasons, especially if you plan on seeking funding. There are many benefits to having one, but most importantly, if you create a pitch deck and use it alongside your business plan, the results are super great. In fact, 86% of Canada startup members have created a pitch deck to use with their business plans and have seen excellent success with raising funds. Don't assume that a pitch deck replaces a business plan, but if used in combination, the potential your business has increases. Be sure to tune into our next video in this series as we will go in more detail on the components of a pitch deck and what to avoid.